Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever and whenever you happen to be watching the streets of Osaka, coming at you with some more dreams. I'm doing the dreams. It's the off week. I've got this cone like follows me wherever I go, and it's really kind of I want it to not, to be honest. I need to do some more work on my own little dreamscape here, my own little hub, because like it's pretty empty and the toilet is really far away from, where we might want to be in our lives. You kind of want to be, like close to the toilet in case you need to use it, if provided you have toilet paper, which maybe you do and maybe you don't. I hope you do. We've got a cat though. Cats are good. I have no cat. Someday, perhaps, I may have a cat. Most likely, before I have a cat, I will have a snake. Did we ditch the evil cone? See, you can't get rid of that cone as far as I know. And it really kind of bugs me because I kind of low-key hate it. I didn't realize this bear just does its thing here. And I like that a lot. Bear, you are cool. I'm cool with you, Bear. I'll ride up on your foot. Is it okay? I don't want to cramp your style. But if I could ride up on your foot for a little while. Look at that. We're riding on the bear's foot. Yos, hi, Vu. How you doing? I hope that you are doing very, very well. We're just like running around this completely empty scape that we have. We should add something to this. Sometimes you just gotta do your thing. Right? That's what I'm saying. There's times when maybe you gotta do your own thing. Like putting a giant graveyard crow in your hub, because I mean, crows, yo, crows. Like this crow is huge. This crow might be like too huge for the hub. Yeah, probably too huge. And yet at the same time, that's kind of cool. So can we see if we get that? Like maybe, so it's, where's our rotate? Got the L1. Rotate that baby. There we go. Gah! And then we'll kind of get it so it's just looming over our world here. Look at that. Look at that crow. It is big. That is a big crow. And it's just wilding out. I'm doing okay. Checking temperature because gotta be sure, and I'm not having a fever, so that's good. I'm really glad that you're not having a fever, Hive. I know that you got folks that you're caring for, or that are at least in your life that may be at risk for, oh shit, like the crow. That wasn't intentional, but we sure as hell did it, didn't we? And I hope that you remain healthy, so that the people that you care about as well can remain healthy. We need to move you back a little bit so your feet are not also clipping through the walls. I'm just thinking, maybe. There we go. Cool. It is a really nicely done crow. This is from the pack of hi, where's my brain? Of prizes that we got from Art Stream. So I hold no responsibility for this crow. I mean, I'd love to. I'd love to say that's my crow, but it ain't. Yes, that's what we're going for. The word is prizes. I hate this cone, though. I don't need it. I hope that at some point that you get a chance to try Dreams. I'd love to see what you make in Dreams, and I mean, absolutely. It would be a guaranteed queue up on the show. Like, not just the stream, but I would do a full Fever Dreams episode on what you put together. Oh my, that is just perfect. No, no pressure. I'm hopefully no pressure. Honestly, I'm such a softie, Hive. I'm like the softiest of softie reviewers. Like, low budget movies would just throw their stuff at me because I appreciate how much work goes into them. That sometimes I overlook things that perhaps I should not. Usually in production, not like in, like if it's Nazi stuff, then I'm not going to overlook that. But I mean, I wouldn't expect that from your levels anyway, so that's not really a big deal. But I would honestly, honestly love to see what you could put together. I just gotta let you know, Kronos outdoes all my knowledge with relation to game design and stuff. Kronos is... I... I don't want to... What is the word? I don't want to analyze what I don't have enough knowledge to do so, but I think Kronos is way better than he gives himself credit for. And I really, really hope that he can see his own skill is not the word. I mean, skill definitely, but he can see what he brings to the table. Because Kronos has got a lot going on, both in just skill of play, but also in understanding how good, fun creations are put together. And it's very singular, considering all the levels that I've looked at in Little Big Planet. And I've looked at a lot by this point. Oh my god, Kronos, that is such good timing! You are... I mean, perfect timing, because speak of the devil, and you will hear the flutter of her wings. Although, in this case, the flutter of his wings, on account of... I mean, you're a bloke, but we were just talking about you, Kronos, and I was just saying that I have a lot of respect for the amount of knowledge that you have of creation design, level design, and putting together just really good, enjoyable work. And looking forward very much to what you can bring to Dreams once you feel that you have done everything that you need to in LBP. And that brings you up to date. Olsen, mate, do you mind playing my first creation? I do not mind at all. Is the PSN under... But it's your bar, Kronos. It's your bar. Is your PSN name Olsen, mate? Or is there something different that I should search for? Because I would love to play your level. Let's give it a shot. We'll try Olsen first up. Underscore... Or is that Matt? With the soft A. Scroll through trending, find Dimension of Secrets. Oh, there we are. Check that out. Dimension of Secrets. We got a face going on in this puppet. You're passing through different dimension where you will find, you'll have to do puzzle and parkour challenges. Okay, we're gonna give this a shot, but I need to tell you right off the bat, Olsen, that from previous streams we've learned I'm not very good at parkour, so I may be very bad, but I'm gonna give it my best shot. You flew calmly to another dimension. That's the best way to fly, by the way. I've flown very uncalmly before, and it kind of sucks. As one does. As one does. Okay, oh, so we've got control now. Thank you so much, Olsen. We'll give it our best shot. We've got a little bit of jumping going on with our character. What other things can we do? Alright, so it's just the X button so far. R1, R2, L2, L1. It's just the X button. Gotcha. Is there something following me? Because it felt like something was following me. Well, oh my god, I know this creation. This is the Lord Teddy Vile from Coco's Adventure. I just played that last week. Olsen, do not worry at all. I mean, I understand the amount of work that goes into even simple creations. So, if it's a little bit rough around the edges, it's no problem. 1 minute, gonna listen to the VOD so I know what y'all said about me. We said very nice things, Kronos, and you deserve it. Now, oh, this chap as well. Okay, I've seen you before. If you're having a hard time finding your way to the top, you could always follow the light of the torches. That's good advice. Now, I do notice, like, the trigger seems to be very narrow. You might want to expand that out just a little bit to catch the players a little bit more easily. Eagerly awaiting my house repairs to be completed so that I can hook up my PS4 and then get Dreams. I'm looking forward to that, Hive. I really, really am. Oh my god, our arm! Olsen, is this supposed to happen? We are... I'm disembodied. And I love it. I mean, I don't think it's probably supposed to happen. It's just a Dreams glitch, but that was awesome. And fun. Follow the light of the torches. Where do we go? Okay, we've got a torch here. Gonna get up on you. Can I... is there... is there a double jump? Hold on a second. You're having a stroke! I mean, something's going on. There's our arm again. I don't want you to think that this is the bad laugh, Olsen, because I know some people laugh when they're trying to make fun of people, and this is not that. I mean, honestly, kind of love that glitch. Oh, crumbs. Okay, we're up on it. Jump on the stone. Right. Okay, there we are. There we are. Got that. Oh, fudge. At least the fire doesn't burn us. Are you in the corner? But are you also in the spotlight, losing your religion? Trying to keep an Isle of View? I haven't listened to that song in about probably 20 years, so I don't remember the rest of the lyrics. Just, he's in the corner, basically. He's having a crisis of faith. Yes, but do we go... No, that's not where we go. Okay, I gotcha. I mean, I guess we're supposed to get up on this round bit here, and then use that to get up onto that stone bit there. Can I just, like, can I parkour off the skull? Yes! Yes! Parkour! Now that is quite a wall that's coming out. Fudge! There is a torch on the portal. There is. And that's a good indication that that is where we are supposed to be going. Fair enough. That is fair. That is fair. Let's get ourselves up on this skull again. Welcome back, Kronos. Oh, you... You're the first one to do that cheat. Yo, Sue! We're speedrunning. In a way, kind of. Alright, so we've clambered ourselves up on the wall. We want to get up onto this. Oh, crumbs! God bless it. What? Let me think of how I want to put... there's that... Let me get past the wall, and I'm going to gather some of my thoughts a little bit. Schnikes. God bless it. I feel like... I feel like the jump distance and speed is a little bit too low for what you're going for. like, every jump feels like I'm not gonna make it. So it's hard for me to build momentum. The wall is a nice obstacle. Although the timing on it is... I mean, it's really rapid. And if I could think of just a bit of like immersion advice, putting some sound effect on the wall when it's coming out, because if you think about it, right? So you've got stone scraping against stone, so that it should be producing some noise there. I'm not making easy shit. That's fair. Like, I'm not telling you that you've got to make things easy. Although I do think... I think the early section should build up momentum for the mid and late section. Like, if you've got an early section that's really slow, I think there's a better chance that players will drop out before they actually engage with what you've made. Now, that's dependent on genre. If you've got a level that is very visually robust, then even if the beginning is slow, players will still stay engaged because they're looking around at all of the type of stuff that you've developed. But if you've got a level that's like really gameplay focused, then I think a quicker early section, so the player feels like they're making progress, is maybe not the worst idea in the world. I don't think it's probably that hard to pass the wall. I didn't mean like to completely stop there. Kind of when I'm thinking about what I want to say, sometimes I can't actually play. If they can't complete this section, they don't deserve to play my games. I want my players to be fighters. Yeah. Like, I could see where you're going with that. And I don't think that's necessarily the worst way to put your levels together. Oh, you... wall? I may or may not be a fighter, by the way. Get back up on the skull here. I think, like... hold the jump stick more. Okay. Alright, I can kind of see how we're getting a little bit more... Our legs are doing some pretty interesting things. I can see how we're getting a little bit more distance when I'm holding the stick more. You're jumping too softly. Gotcha. Alright. Alright. I keep on playing on this skull. I know it's not like how the level's supposed to be done, but it seems easier than what you've got set up. Get up there, Geralt. Is that the name of the guy from The Witcher? Because this looks like the name of the guy from The Witcher. You're supposed to jump soft, but not that soft. Huh. Okay. So, we've got, like... I need this camera to be a little bit out so I can see what I'm doing. We've got controls that are geared to how... Oh, buggery. Geared to how... Oh, there's our arms again. There's our arms again! Come back! Arms! Arms! I'll tell you, it is a forbidden magic. It's forbidden by something. I mean, definitely NC-17 rated if you're in the United States. I'll tell you what, Olsen, I'm going to give that jump one more shot. See if we get past it. But we're already on 20 minutes, so I'm not going to spend the whole 2 hours. Oh my god, I did it. Well, now I've just eaten it, haven't I? Oh fudge! Oh you. Disco. Disco-chan, nande? Nandeそうした？もうちゃんと進んだなのに。All right, I'm gonna. That was good though. I mean, that was on me. That was 100% on me. Thank you. I appreciate that, and I appreciate you sharing the level with us. I always like folks to share creations, their own or other creations that they found. I definitely appreciate the work that's gone into this. Like I was saying earlier, I think building momentum might help keep players engaged, but if you want a pretty heavy difficulty curve, that itself is fair. You might want to let people know up front that it's going to be that hard, but still, I mean, I liked what I've seen. Osu Hitomi Genki Konbanwa. Alright, but we are gonna bounce out of that one. But that was a fun one. I had a good time. The arm. Like I low-key love that arm. I don't know what was going on with it, but where are we going? I had a cue. Resident Evil. I'm glad to hear it, Hitomi. I'm really happy to hear that your day's gone well. And I'm glad that things have been bright for you recently. That makes me really, really happy. I want my little sis to have a good life. Now this is an in progress start of creation as of February 22nd, 2020. It looks like we've got Claire. This is a Claire outfit in Resident Evil 1. She did appear in Resident Evil 0.5, but that wasn't her. That was Eliza Walker, and Eliza Walker was a biker. Claire wasn't Claire until Resident Evil 2. What just happened to those barrels? Killing your audience through difficulty is something I'm a fan of, but it'd be good to let them grasp the basics. Then you can kill them. I think that's fair. Absolutely. Is that, like, are we here? Is that zombie gonna come and mess us up? That zombie's like 7 feet tall. Ludo! Ludo, how you doing? Also, what is up with our run? What? Hold on a second. It's like we're running through soup? Why am I running through soup? Why is everyone running through soup? Which is probably saving my life. What is going on with you, mate?
Just wanted to put it on the recorder. I was able to talk to that runner and describe the whole situation to him. He said he's just a few minutes out.
Hey, dog.
I just am gonna turn it over to
Can we die? Also, I don't know what's going on with the vocal in the background. It's like a phone call to Art Bell. I guess we're all friends. Hey, buddy, how's it going? Are you flowing? You wish you could be. Would you like to give me a hug, or I'm just gonna bump you out of the way. I don't know how this dude is keeping his pants up on account of he ain't got no belt. Fair enough. We're just doing it. We're just going. We've got these crab dogs, and I think crab dogs are pretty cool. I'm down with crab dogs. I feel very new? Wait, what? Where? It's... It's, you know, I mean, it's a thing. It's still a work in progress. Oh, these are the Arclay Mountains. They're, I mean, like anything called a mountain in the Midwest, they're basically hills that maybe crest up to about mid-nipple. Because the Midwest is not known for its mountains. That was one of the biggest, like, laughs that I had playing old school Resident Evil 1 and Resident Evil 2, is that they tell us that Raccoon City is a Midwest city, but that the mansion is in the Arclay Mountains, and there are no fucking mountains anywhere in the Midwest. They don't happen. That's the whole point. The Midwest is flat, culturally flat, but also geographically flat. So we'd always joke around like, where are these bloody mountains? Where exactly is the Trevor Mansion supposed to be then? Could we, hello? Okay. Can I get over there? I would love to. Oh, fudge. No, I don't want to die. I mean, I do, kinda, but only in game, not in real life. I'm very much on the living in the real life. That's kind of been a goal of mine recently. Oh, can we actually die? Fair enough. Alright, so this work in progress, we are just slewing all over the place. Claire is drunk as lords. Claire is drunk as a poet on payday, which is slightly less drunk than the Pope on payday, but still pretty drunk. Way to go, Claire. Don't fall over now. That super huge head of yours. I don't even know what to do with this one, so we're just gonna bounce out. But to, what is this person's name? McKelp? Is that how we should pronounce that? McKelp? Québécois, François, Canada, Montreal. Oh my god, Québécois! Go Québécois! I used to visit Montreal on my winter breaks in university. I had a good friend up there. I doubt that this is that person, but I did learn something very important, which is if you study high school American French, and by American French I mean French as taught in American high schools, which is like Parisian style French, Québécois is off the table. It doesn't make any bloody well sense at all. And I wasn't even very good at French in the high school French version. So yeah, we're gonna bounce out of that, but good luck to you, McKelp. I hope that you bring us more Resident Evil. Look, we've got this mansion here, and we didn't see that mansion. There was no mansion. There were just some hills. Hills that fall off into the void of nothingness, which is, by the way, I should point out, Midwest culture. It's the void of nothingness. B-Wave, WIP by Midjam. Check out Midjam's profile. See, nobody puts their pronouns in their profiles, and it makes it a little bit tough for me, because I don't know if I should use he, she, they, or, you know, other pronouns, as the case may be. It is kind of frustrating. Now, they do tell us their name is Alan, and we could make a guess. I mean, Alan is a guy's name, generally speaking, but I don't know. Dreams has so many potential copyright lawsuits already. I mean, I'm very interested to see how they navigate the legality of all of this. You can always use no pronouns or gender neutral ones. Where it sounds natural, I try to use creators' names. Where it feels like, and a lot of this, it's not like I'm scripting, and that's probably a problem. I'm just talking off the top of my head when I do my shows. Like where it feels like a pronoun would come out of my mouth. If I don't know their pronoun, I usually use they. But that kind of sucks because there's non-binary folks that use they, and by using they for somebody who is not non-binary, and it's kind of like giving the impression that they might be, but I don't really know what else to do in that case. Des! Woohoo! It is very, very good to see you, Des. I hope that you are enjoying your lunch.いや、DM を見た、ひとみ。DM を見たけど、まあ、この昼、すごく忙しかったから、返事はちゃんとできなかった。でも、後で、もともと、話そうよ。うん。Late breakfast for me. Oh, there's a lot of really tiny script here. Hold on a second. Hi, Dreamer. Welcome to B-Wave. Right now, this is the chill-out area, where not a lot happens. Your bees will search the area for resources, gather, and bring them back to the hive all by themselves. Later on, I plan on adding random weather events and nasty bug waves, but for now, it's just nice and peaceful. I guess... Let's check it out, I guess. Oh, we're a blue bee. I like it. Oh, crumbs, that means we need to check out, use level to see if, they have updated their bee level. Because we haven't looked at that in a couple of months. Boss bee menu. Apparently there's nothing there yet. Excuse me. B menu is square. Blake B, Marley B, Avery B, Riley B, Jordan B, Quinn B. Okay. I mean, that's it's all a whole thing here going on. Sure. Let's do it. Where's Blake? I didn't see Blake. Has Blake come out? No? What does this mean? B cam? Okay, first off, exit. This is gonna be, I guess, like a tower defense type of thing? Oh my god, there's spiders. It is a bee dream. Now, if only it were a bee movie, because bee movies are pretty cool. Kevin MacLeod stock music, so I think yes. Oh, it's gonna be like, yeah. I just had a thought. If you can import music to Dreams via USB, does that mean one can use royalty-free music? Currently, yes. I don't know what to do about these things. They're just very large spiders, and my handling is really weird, but I like the look. I gotta say I like the look. Hey, it's that bee that we summoned. Are you doing anything? Are you killing? Could you kill more? No, our bee is dead. That's okay, that's what we deserve. That's all that we deserve. They are something. I got more honey. Oh, okay, so I can see the shape of what this level is gonna be like. We're gonna produce flowers that make honey, which by I mean pollen. Bring the pollen back to our hive, and then what? I guess that worked. You keep on killing our bees. Why do you hate our bees? Akaoni is very solid. It's a what just happened? Everything disappeared. Now we've got lots of honey. I don't know what just happened, but okay. That sure was a thing. I mean, I didn't dislike that. They tell us up front it's a work in progress. What I want to find, I would like to find like a really good visualizer level, because what I would really, really like to do is I want to import some of Honey Bunny's music from her old band into Dreams and sync it up to a visualizer. Because I told her I would put it on YouTube, and I really want to, but I don't have any kind of like video to go with it. But that would be really cool, because her old band was pretty rockin'. It's a shame that Akaoni seems to be a one-off thing. I'd love to see more of it. Okay. I don't know what's going on. I haven't looked at Akaoni since we played it on stream that other time. I'm going to take a really quick break here. I'm going to have a really quick cigarette and a little bit of water, but also maybe a little bit of whiskey. And we're going to come back and we're going to try Baby Skeleton. And then I think the Dry Dreams Dating Simulator. Umber! Yos! How you doing? I hope you're doing very well. You came in at perfect time because I'm gonna step out for a second, but I'll be right back. Tried to wish you away. Well, I'll do more than wishing someday. No, no, no more son of a bitch. No, no, no more wishing. No, no, no more son of a bitch. No more happy face. You and I had nothing more to say. Well, I'll do more than talking someday. No, no, no more son of a bitch. No, no, no more talking. No, no, no more son of a bitch. No more happy face. The will to kill. Here we go again. Which song? You say Skeleton, but the fact I see Shrek in Stasis Tube labeled childhood horror disturbs me more than anything else. Yeah, Ludo, so there's this song that I really like by the Toadies, and I doubt that it was written in any kind of trans-narrative reading, but Happy Face by the Toadies, it really clicks with me a lot. My cucumber cake was wonderful. I had a cigarette and I had a little bit of whiskey. So that's good because, you know, whiskey is really what we need in our lives right now. I posted the song in Kazi's Discord. I might put it up on Twitter as well. But our skeleton child is... I kind of like the blur effect there, and I really like the kind of Nova effect going on. I saw you post in Kazi's Discord. The cover hurt my eyes. The cover is ugly as heck. Absolutely. I think that the cover is purposely ugly. But the song is... I mean, I like the Toadies in general. I'm a big fan of the Toadies. Although I don't have anything but their first CD. I think they may have put out a second one, but it was after I was buying music on a regular basis. There's a lot of good music on Rubberneck. That's the name of the CD. I wanted to say Mexican Hairless, but Mexican Hairless is the first song on that CD. But like Happy Face, it's a song that kind of it's on the nose. At least it's on the nose if you want to read it that way. But it does kind of speak to me. Oh, for fudge sakes, really? We're just running off these islands then. That's how it goes. The look is beautiful though. I mean, I gotta say the look of this level is really nice. You could pull that camera in a little bit closer, I think. I think that would be just fine. It would make it easier to line up the jumps. Oh, Jammy Dodger! How you doing? Well, if your kids are watching, then I will be careful with my language. And I would ask everybody in chat as well to be careful with their language. Oh, piffle. That's what I was just saying. I was just saying that. No more monkeys jumping on the bed, right? That makes me really happy, Des. And to Dez's kids, it's really good to have you in the chat. Well, in the chat, it's really good to have you watching. And I hope that you are being good kids for your mom, and that you enjoyed laser tag last night. The music is really nice. Okay, now I don't think that we need to have... Oh, that's a new... Okay, that's a new thing. That's not the double jump thing. That's something completely different. Fun. I'm hoping that none of the levels feature too much sweary content. I mean, I know that... I mean, technically speaking, the Dreams streams aren't necessarily family friendly, but I try not to go, like, too hard into territory. The kids were all screaming as they went to the laser tag arena. My ears. You know, but I mean, I'll be 100% honest with you, Des. If I were going to laser tag, I would probably be all screamy too. I'm really liking the look of this level. I'm really, really liking the presentation. I'm not yet, like, 100% sold. 20 kids? That's a lot of kids. Avoid something before they get too close. I don't know what we're supposed to avoid. This level is called... Give me 1 second. Let me... Oh, fudge. This level is called Baby Skeleton. It is by... Sek Me Out? Or Kek Me Out? Cekmeout. Oh man, it's like a whole... That's like a flotilla of birthdays. I don't think I could handle that many kids. Seek Me Out. Okay, so that's what we're going for. And Sven L. Svenvol? Senvol, it is a pleasure to have you in the chat as well. I hope that your life is treating you very nicely this evening. It is, I should point out to folks, because this is one of those things, it is Kill Your Tyrant Day. March 15th of whatever year that you're currently living in. March 15th is the Ides of March. And that is the day when, apocryphally, Caesar was stabbed the living heck out of by like a whole bunch of folks. You got like Marcus Antony in there. You got Cassius. All the other characters whose names that I never remember, although they're not actually characters because they're, you know, based on real people. And they just stabbed up Caesar. Like he was there in the Senate and they're like just stabbing him. Hey Caesar, give us a speech. Stab, stab, stab. So if you have a local tyrant and or dictator and you feel that your locality would be better without the fash of the dictatorship, then, you know, get your friends together and maybe, you know, just this is the day that it's okay to stabby, is what I'm saying. Or if you want more plausible deniability, because of course none of us want to go to jail, just cough on them a lot. Because a lot of these tyrants, they're old. They're old and their immune systems are probably compromised from being old tyrants. And if you cough on them enough, they'll probably get corona. That's how that works, right? I'm just saying. Hold on a second. I like completely missed everything. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Check Me Out. I remember that name. Oh, are they an old LVP folk? I looked at Seek Me Out's LBP profile and they made a plethora of decent looking levels. Oddly enough, I don't recognize a single one of them. Hold on a second, let me make a note there. Because next week is LBP stream. So, I'm always looking for new folks. Cekmeout LBP. Excellent. Thank you so much, Kronos. I'm glad that you recognize the name, because I certainly didn't. The stream crashed for me exactly when you tried to suggest regicide. I mean, look, okay. Let's be honest here. As much as I love doing the streams and as much as I've had a good experience on Twitch, Twitch is owned by Jeff Bezos, who is functionally a tyrant. So I'm gonna guess that probably he's not down with the regicide. I'm just saying. Peter Field from MM has just tweeted a level saying best game in Dreams so far. It's called Funky Bones 4. I don't have the game, so I can't check it out. Well, I'll tell you what. We'll check it out in the we'll check it out after we get done with this level here, or at least after we get bored with this level here. Because I did see that on the trending page. I've got to set up the... Because there's like the app. There's a Twitch app, or like a Twitch tool that does Dreams. It's connected to Dreams. And I'm going to have to set that up one of these days. Now, one issue that I'm having with this level, as much as I do like it, is that the way the cameras are, it's really hard to tell if you're actually going to be able to get someplace that you're trying to jump to. So. Ah! So for me, at least, it's pretty hard to judge my jumps. I am digging on it, though. Now, it seems like Ghosts! If Funky Bones 4 is so great, why isn't there a Funky Bones 1, 2, and 3? Well, it could be one of those issues, like with Nightmare on Elm Street, where the first installments are really not that great, and you gotta go deeper to get to the good ones. Except that's not Nightmare on Elm Street at all, that's more Friday the 13th. But also not Friday the 13th at all. Like, Friday the 13th, I think you go like 1, 2, and 6. If you're looking for like a top 3 Friday the 13th, like 1 and 2 are both really good. 1 is your classic murder mystery and is very solidly done. 2 introduces the character of Jason with the potato sack head. And how can you not love Jason with a potato sack head? 6 is absolutely stupidly absurd. It has an actual James Bond start to it, and includes Jason being brought back to life through the auspices of a lightning bolt because he's being impaled with something metal. I don't really remember. Now, there's some folks that would say that the Friday the 13th 9, which I can't remember what its special title was. Friday the 13th 8 was Jason Takes Manhattan. Friday the 13th 9 was... I don't recall. But that's the one where, like, Jason is a worm in the heart, and people eat Jason's heart. I'm just dying here everywhere. And then they become possessed by Jason, and they just kill folks. Like, there's lots of killing in that one. I really enjoyed that one. Not least of which because, like, the coroner just chowing down on Jason's heart is amazing. But there are a lot of people that say that it's pretty trash. Go straight, there's a trampoline. Okay. I'll give it a shot. Thank you very much, Svenvel. I feel like I'm just screwing up your name, and I really apologize for that. But... yeah, Ghost, could you go away? Like, I see the trampoline, but I'm stuck on this wall. Funky Bones 4 has a twin stick section. That's basically a must in video games. You gotta have a little bit of twin stick. Although, to be honest... oh, there we are! I see it! Sven, VL is just the initials of my last name. Thank you so much for letting me know. I'm really... I try to be very particular about names, because I know that, from my own experience, names are important to people, and I want to get them right. So if we go with... that was me. I'm gonna give this one more shot, and then we're gonna go to Funky Bones 4. So, if I can get somebody's name right, I would really rather do so. So, if Sven is okay, then that's what I'm gonna go with. Alright, where I see... oh, that is BS. Okay, I'm gonna... you can't just have the ghost sitting right where the player's gonna land. That's not cool. Thank you, Yoda Blair. Yes, I am right there with you. That is definitely an issue. The platforms are pretty easy to miss. It's a little bit hard to judge, like, how much air control you have. These ghosts, by the way, are absolute just... They are a thing. This thing is fast as hell. Go away, ghost. Go away. Thank you. Whew. Is that a... That's a checkpoint. Thank dogs. It's kind of an issue since the gaps are just space, so drop shadow is mostly absent. Yes. I that is a very, very good point, Kronos. Like, aesthetically, I'm all about this level. I really, really like it. From a gameplay standpoint, it's kind of more frustrating than it needs to be. Foo! How many foo? That's your name? Oh, crumbs. I've never been one to pull off visuals, which is why I worry about dreams. I think, like... I mean, I think that you can get away with not necessarily having a super visually polished level. And I also think that there's a lot you can get away with just from the stuff that you can pick up in, not only in the community, but like in prizes. Because some of these bits that we're seeing in this level, I know exist as prizes. Like the crow there. That's a prize. Are we, like... Okay, I'm gonna give it a thumbs up, but it's a thumbs up with big reservations. I think if you can pull off a smooth and fun gameplay, something that keeps the player moving or keeps the player engaged, then... And I'm putting this in very heavy quotes. Substandard visuals are absolutely forgivable because the player's probably not going to notice an awful lot. This is something that I've said about LBP levels as well. I think that the slower the gameplay is, the more important the visuals become. Because the player's going to be spending a lot more time with them. If your gameplay is pretty zippy, if your gameplay is something that's keeping the player focused on what they are doing, then probably, at least in my experience, you don't need to have a super visually detailed, like, creation. You don't need to have the super visually detailed level, necessarily. But if the player is going slow, if you're expecting the player to go slow, that's where you start to need to have all the crufting in the level, things that give the level a sense of environmental space, because that's what the player is going to notice. Oh, it's Dez's husband! We got the whole family watching us! Mr. Dez, it is a pleasure to have you in the chat with us this evening, and your kids as well. I always tell your kids to be good for you and Ms. Dez, Mrs. Dez. But thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining us. I've literally never thought of visuals like that. I'm not saying like that's the only way to think of things, but alright, this is supposed to be spooky, by the way. The following game you're about to play contains graphical gores, flashing, and jump scares. The game might disturb some audience that are sensitive with childhood ruiners. And the childhood is in caps. I don't know what that means. You have been warned. Oh, crumbs! You're right. No, Sven, you are absolutely right. We'll come back to the Shrek horror because I did say that we were going to look at the former English teacher in me is absolutely spooked by the grammar in that. Where did we go? Because I know I saw Funky Bones. Well, you know what? We could just look for it. We don't need to fudge around with the menu. Funky Bones. Have you played Quest for Cheese? It's a masterpiece of a game. I have not played Quest for Cheese yet, but I would be more than willing to give it a shot. We'll do this one. We'll do that weird-looking Shrek one, and then we'll hop on to Quest for Cheese. Single player or two players? Single player, definitely. Where are we? All right, we got a horse. Now that's a key, because there's not a lot of creations that give you access to a horse. Excuse me, did you just take away my horse? Because if you did, okay, first off, fists up for LBP, because this is definitely straight up LBP music, except it's gone now, so that's great. Where's my horse? There's no way I'm getting away with this year of uni without my horse. Oh, that's a different bit. We'll leave that aside. Like the seraphs, is that what they're called? This type of blanket? Just the fact that it's dripping off the edge is a really nice small bit of attention to detail. And straight up, our character model is looking cool. Got a little bit of green flame slash hair, which I would totally rock if I could, but I think I need to dye my hair normal people colors soon, because I'm going to be looking for a job again soon. Probably going to be black. I'm kind of liking the lilac slash purple slash pink that I've got going right now. But I don't think a lot of jobs will accept this kind of hair. So, yeah, we're probably going to go with black. But someday I'll have a shock of green hair going up like this, and it will be acceptable in the modern world. ですよね。ほんまに、ひとみね。LBP の音楽だったな。ほんほん。Black is easy to do. Black's easy to get away from. Check out. Black is easy to get away with, and it will cover up the fact that if I bleach my hair again, I can't actually get all the color out anymore because the hair is being so damaged. So there's like an inch of just bubblegum pink after I bleach, which is just not gonna fly. Oh my god, we spin? That is... I want to spin more. Look at us. We're demons. We're like the Tasmanian devil over here. Except way cuter. I'm thinking yes. I'm gonna spin to win. And screw Bob Barker. Wow. Ne-chan. いいステージ見つけたね。これ理想的なプラットフォームね。うん。ですよね。本当にいいステージやな。こういう感じもんが好きな。うん。私もね。The score system is... Oh hell, I just noticed that, Kronos. You are absolutely right. Oh, we've got like butt slams too? Doing the butt slam. Watch out. My butt is rock hard. I'm just saying, this butt is... Okay, honestly, in real life, it's not rock hard. But someday, maybe, I'll be rocking the rock hard butt. right now it's kind of like it suits its purpose, but our little bone friend, our skeleton here, our skeleton has got a rock hard butt. I could be on the cover of any number of magazines. Oh my god, look at just look at this girl. She is absolutely to die for. Push square on the crystals, I think they'll light up. Ooh. Sven, you got it. Yes, you're right. They straight up light up. And I missed that. Oh, crumbs. That reminds me. This is amazing, by the way. It doesn't remind me of the fact that it's amazing. It just establishes the fact that it's amazing. But something that I wanted to mention from... That's my fault. That was my fault. Something I wanted to mention from last night. Where did we go? Okay, we gotta light these crystals. Kronos, because you left at the end of the stream last night, and I felt pretty bad. Not that you left. I mean, that you needed to go. That's super cool. But I felt... I worried that you might have thought that I was not happy with you, which is 100% not the case. The game was definitely giving me a lot of stress, and probably, honestly, we're going to be finishing up. I mean, like, that's, I think, the end of Indivisible as a stream, but I had a really, really good time. And the issues that I had with Indivisible didn't have anything to do with what you told us about the game. And this is an awesome sign, and I really, really like it. But I just didn't want you to feel bad because I was having so much trouble with the level that it had nothing to do with you. Although I've got a lot of things I could say about Indivisible, but I'm not going to do it in the stream here because I might get kind of like angry. I could feel the tilt through the screen. It was understandable. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I don't want to. Well, can we just? I just want to pause for a moment, just like a brief moment. Are we all seeing the same thing here? 'Cause this is gorgeous. Like, this is absolutely just super well done. If I was thinking of LBP in an honest, like, 3D environment, this is what I would imagine. I'll admit I got uncomfortable, but think nothing of it. The feeling has already passed. I'm honest to God, I'm sorry that I made you feel uncomfortable. I'm glad that the feeling has passed. Salut, Shadi. So nice to see you again. Sorry to summon you so aggressively, but I need a favor. Captain Carton has been trying to invade us. Cardboard is nice, but it's not really our style. Send him back where he came from, won't you? I will do this thing. Also terrifying the way the head tracks us. It is absolutely wild. Like how good this is. Oh, really though? You're gonna swing away from me just as I leave the platform? I see how it goes. Wait, what just happened there? Alright, so we've got like 3D sides... Oh, fudge. We've got 3D air control, but the level itself is not really 3D, so that kind of presents a little bit of difficulty. Look at that dude in the background. And I'm pretty sure it's a dude because he's got a full handlebar mustache. Also, the flowers and candle, like, decoration there is straight out of the wedding section of LBP. It is! Honestly, and this, however may be conceited, but I had a slight feeling that this would happen. And as such, I saved the post-ending scene of Rosmi that I'm going to send you right now. Kronos, thank you so much. Honestly, and you were right to assume that, because I had shown no ability with the perfect guard, like, at all throughout that entire stream. So, it's not particularly shocking that the end ended up that way. Beam those boxes! Beaming them! Hell yeah! We got our points. The jazz soundtrack is nice as well. I'll tell you what, Kronos, and this is honest. The entire 18 episode stream was worth it just for Rosmi's bit at the end when they're saying goodbye. Like, that really stuck it in me. And that's not like that just does not sound the way that I want it to sound. But, like, that little bit was so well handled that I'm honestly willing to forgive the final boss fight just because I got to see that bit. So you were dead on right about that. Oh my god, we've got dead hipsters. Dead hipsters crawling around in their skulls. Dead hipsters, watch out. They were listening to this band way before you knew them, 'cause they're dead hipsters. Watch out. What, you don't listen to Throbbing Gristle? I was listening to Throbbing Gristle way before their lead died. 'Cause they're dead hipsters, jerks. Funky Bones does not disappoint. Funky Bones is not Nightmare on Elm Street 4, which does disappoint. In every single possible metric. I mean, at least, and I know a lot of people have issues with Nightmare on Elm Street 5, and Nightmare on Elm Street 5 is, frankly, a garbage movie. In almost every regard. But it does have a transformation sequence that is legitimately uncomfortable to watch, where the dude is being changed into like a motorcycle man. Oh, my headphones are dying. This is so bad. The Super Freddy part in like the cartoon section, the comic book section was dire. I mean, that's honest, that's fair. But the motorcycle transformation there, that stuck with me for years. This is literally the wedding from LBP1, but it's 3D and it's scarily on point. It is though, isn't it? Like, it is straight up on point. And really, really well handled. I've got the fingers, except for sometimes the 3D aspect of it, but that might be my fault. I've got my fingers crossed for a bunker section. This is amazing. MM needs to see this if they haven't already. I think that's how we found it. Sven was telling us that it had gotten retweeted by somebody from MM. 少しカメラアングルが微妙だね。リトさんな感じだよ。You could say that. You could definitely say that. Now, okay, we gotta, like, there's an imp mark here. So what do I do with that? Oh, there, my imp is on the screen. I can do both of them at one time? That is so cool. No, block. I need you to be not falling off the edge. Oh fudge! Oh fudge! Oh fudge! Fudge! Get back up here! I can't. I got. Oh, thank God. I thought we were gonna lose that block. I had my arms like up above my head. Snikes! Snikes! Get back here. No, you bastard. I mean, you block. I didn't even know that you could control the imp and the character at the same time. And that is slick. It is. It's really good. I agree with Aiko that some of the camera angles could be a little bit better. And I do feel, just because of the vagaries of 3D movement, that sometimes some of the platforms can be a bit of a pain to do. Oh, I see. But I just killed the block again. No, how do I? I'm like lunging at the screen. Hora hora, bimyo. But like the things that the level is trying to do and how the level is being presented is pretty darn good. Can I? Oh, that's right, we got double jump. Hi, Isko. Don't be stupid. It's hard, but don't. I'm pretty sure that I took either intelligence or wisdom as a secondary dump stat. I mean, strength was the primary dump stat. We did not put any points into strength, but like I'm pretty like intelligence. We didn't put many points into intelligence either, to be honest. Which raises the question, if like strength and intelligence were the dump stats, where the heck did I put my points? Maybe, I don't know, like charisma? Possibly wisdom? Dex? I probably got some points in Dex. Oh, that was awesome. Like, that was a little piece, but it was really cool. Decay! How many decay? Don't worry, I skipped all the tutorials. Dana! You must have gotten a point in strength when you leveled up working construction demolition. I think I did, and yet I still think that my stats are below what was recommended for the job. Lovely bones, by the way. Lovely bones. Not the Peter Jackson film? Was that Peter Jackson that did the Lovely Bones? I don't know. It wasn't a very good movie. Spoilers, she was a ghost the whole time. Double spoilers, there was a serial killer. I wasn't very impressed. You went from 8 to 9. That sounds about right. Is this where we go? Clearly not. Honestly, if I can make playable characters swinging around a giant hammer, I can retire Dreams. Oh, thank you for the arrow. Useful. I did not notice the arrow at all. See? Intelligence as a dump stat. I'm telling ya. Don't do this, kids. When you're designing your characters, kids, let me give you some advice. Okay. A, put points into Constitution, because, like, you don't want to frickin' die. Put points into Intelligence, because a lot of people don't. If you've got the extra points available, you want to buy the Loved by Entropy and Weirdness Magnet merits, because those are really, really good merits. But and I need to say this very, very clearly, don't take the born wrong or the psychological instability demerits. Because your storyteller slash DM slash game master, depending on which system that you're using, will absolutely screw you over if you take those. I know this from experience. Trust me. The music died, by the way, and I don't mind that the music died, but it was in the middle of a bit, and I feel like I killed the music. A pro tip, if you're putting constitution points in a video game character, they are less and less likely to survive in a cutscene. Nice. I thought the music stopped so you could say your piece. Maybe it did. Maybe it's a very, like, it's a very polite level. Excuse me, flying thing? What is going on with you? Do you clip through the wall? かっこいい。え、そうですか？私の？ありがとうさま。もっともっと頑張ります。I kind of like the blur effect in the close-ups, by the way. If so, it's confirmed MM is watching us through dreams. Trust no one. Cthulhu Fatagon. Cthulhu Fatagon. Look, Cthulhu's a piker. If you really want to get down with your great old one slash outer god love, Haster. Haster's right there. Haster's so cool. I mean, like, look, everybody gives the love to Cthulhu because Cthulhu's all noodly. I was like, look at that noodly boy. Noodly boy sleeping in the ocean. And, you know, sure, right? Like, I dig it. I see where you're going. But, have you ever considered reality itself having a schizophrenic condition? Nay. Maybe you haven't. But it's pretty rockin'. Now, it does have a little bit more of an affinity towards, like, Victorian architecture than I think is really necessary. But, still, Haster, Haster, Haster. No, Nyarlathotep is the goat. But, let me ask you this, Ludo. Is Nyarlathotep the P-goat? Is Nyarlathotep the prettiest girl of all time? Because that would be me. And then I would have to fight it out with Nyarlathotep. And I would probably lose because there's a form that, you know, Nyarly's got where it's basically just a body with a giant tongue. No head. Just a tongue sticking out of the head. I would probably lose that fight. Prettiest goat of all time is Nyarlathotep. Wait, hold on a second. She whose full name is not to be used because it's kind of maybe a hidden slur. The black goat of 1,000 young of the dark woods. I'm pretty sure that she's the P-goat on account of the fact that she's an actual goat. What the heck did HPL have against goats, by the way? Like, goats are the cutest in the world. Nyarly is not the goat. Nyarly is the mask of the old ones. The Black Pharaoh. Because, of course, HPL had a big thing against basically anything black because he was a giant racist. Nyarlathotep is the Black Pharaoh. And, Shubby, who we will only use the name Shubby for, is the, Black Goat. I was half paying attention, but my god, this design. The design is really good. Like, no questions, no doubts. It's very solid. I want to know what's going on with that bird up there. The layering here, I still think of things in the sense of LBP layers, but the way that they're using foreground, middle ground, background is so nice. Like, it is so nice. Komodo hype. Mixing up all my old gods again. Shaking my head. Wait, what did we... Oh, we gotta get all of these and then they'll let us go. I was afraid that they would snap shut again. Can we go again? Eh? Nande? Oh, come on! The goat really has almost slur-sounding name. Yes. And that's why we're not gonna use it? But... yeah, I don't want to do another Lovecraft stream because I've gone in on Lovecraft in previous streams, and we might do a deep dive in Lovecraft in sometime in the future. But like, God, the boy had effing problems. I mean, he was just basically an incel for the 20s. Yes, I know that he was married, which probably puts him above basically every incel ever, but that's like the only noise that I can legitimately make to sum up my feelings. They did more than take names of the wedding, they wrote the damn sequel. The boy needs therapy. The boy needs a lot, frankly. Oh! Okay, so we're gonna pull these up again. Oh, that is neat. And you know what? I should point out, I think this is the first level that I played that has actually used the imp well, in a way that doesn't feel non-diegetic. And that's kind of hard to do. Although, like, cool and cute, right? That's cold, Kronos. That is straight cold. But true. But true. Doesn't that mean? I don't... Alright, I wanna... Whew! Mood Pack is Dreams 1 and this is Dreams 2. Kronos. You're a genius. I just want to say, like, specifically, in all caps, with an underline under it, actually, Kronos is a genius. Like, straight up. You're right. Like, you're 100% correct. I had not made that connection at all, but Dreams does feel like a natural extension of the direction that they were going in with the move pack. That's clever. I mean, clever sells it a little bit short. Clever's a difficult word. There's nuances there. Some of them are positive, some of them are not. But you've nailed it right on the head. I think this is Forbidden Secret. If I'm not heard from again, you all know the reason. We will protect you, Kronos. We're not going to let them kill you. Funky Bones 4. Holy dogs. I mean, straight up. First off, Sven, I don't know if you're still in the chat, but if you are still in the chat, like, thank you so much for tossing this our way. Because I probably would have skipped over it. because I try to mix up things between things that are not getting a lot of love and stuff that I've already picked out in the past. Uh, the aesthetic is nailed. Like, absolutely straight up, they got that so well done. It evokes LBP, the wedding section in particular, as folks are talking about in the chat, but does it in a way that still feels like it stands out as its own thing. Largely speaking, like the way that the level is presented, as far as like camera work and things like that, uh, is spot on. A few sections, like Hitomi had mentioned, Aiko. I mean, her name is Hitomi, but Aiko Mio in the chat. I can't actually read that. Um, Aiko Amiyo in the chat because I'm used to the Twitter name. Um, Sometimes like the camera angles didn't make things super clear, like the first time that we had to use the grabby bit. So that might have been a little bit touched up, and I did feel like at times the 3D platforming worked against it because I would send myself off the edges of things because I couldn't quite tell where I was supposed to be. But I think this is like really solidly in my top 10 of Dreams creations that I played. And that's cool. That's like straight up cool. Against into the Unknown is an epic level. We had. Hold on a second. There was. We had a request for Follow the Cheese, so we're gonna do that. We're gonna do the Shrek weird ass level first. Follow the Cheese, and then I will check out Agacy into the Unknown. And welcome, Sparky Jason. I'm glad to see you here. And I hope that you're having a really, really good night. Funky Bones is an LBP series. I didn't know that. Gotta ruin childhoods first. But I'm going to take just like a really quick break. And give me like a couple of minutes so I just have a quick smoke and have a little bit of a cigarette, which is the smoke. So water, a little bit of water and some whiskey. We'll be right back. Sweet, sweet Funky Bones. To love, I can't lie here with you so near. We both live here. Happy New Year. You're my sweet dear Victrola. See the morning hours. I'll have one more yesterday. Daylights from tomorrow, 'cause I've burned up my days. If I get up to the top, I know I'll just fall back down in. Not a terminal future, and it's time to ride my will. black tie and straight jacket and a glass of Thorazine. Not ready to see you yet. 99 ways to die. Not ready to see you yet. Sword between the elbows, bringing my hands to dismay. A more aggressive maniac with 2 feet in the grave. Ain't got no last words to say. You'll streak right up my spine. But the gun in my mouth was real and the taste blew my mind, yeah. We are back from our cucumber cake. Funky Bones might be worth covering on LBSP now. That's actually a really good idea. Let me write that down. Also, side note, I really wish that Dave Mustaine wasn't as much of a jagoff as he is. Although we can definitely say that the actual lead singer and writer of Megadeth's songs, the good ones, but also the bad ones, unfortunately, was truly Hatsune Miku. You know, there's no reason that we should give that accolade to Dave Mustaine. Hatsune is definitely the lead of Megadeth, but the song 99 Ways to Die, to me, it just sounds, it feels very lazy, because frankly, I can come up with 99 ways to die on my lunch break. Like, I don't need to put a lot of thought into that. Like, how about blood spiders? Did Megadeth consider blood spiders when they were considering their 99 ways to die? Probably not. See, that puts it up to 100 already. I'm just saying, you know, 99? Is that it? That's all we've got? Those are the only ways to die? Please. There's gotta be like hundreds of ways to die. Like, maybe being slowly pressed underneath a steamroller, such as Judge Doom in Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Was that considered within the 99 different ways to die? I bet it wasn't. I bet they didn't even consider that. And see, that's just laziness. I'm just saying. Oh, crumbs, what was it called? Follow the cheese? Chase the cheese? Hold on a second here. Miku! Miku! You, Yatsu! My kids aren't watching right now downstairs watching a Disney movie. Then, I mean, I guess we could be a little bit more heavy than we would have been if your kids were around. But we'll try to keep it still, you know, not too serious. Follow cheese. Quest for cheese. That's the one. Does the Quest for Cheese also feature Shrek? Judge Doom versus Judge Dredd. Hold on a second, let me check. Is it Wally? It's Wally, isn't it? Is Wally like, is that one of the ways to die? It's going on my pace, Honto ka? Arigatai. Oh my god, it's the Wallace and Gromit dude. That's, I mean, strangely, he just feels kind of slightly terrifying, but also the Simpsons house. Hold on, what the? Hello, Wallace. It's me, Homer Simpson. What, you're looking for cheese? Well, there isn't any around here. Look, I'm headbanging. 99 ways to die. Not ready to see you yet. I'm sorry. It might be something in the backyard. Mr. Simpson, Have you been made aware that your house is the only house that still exists in Springfield? Did you know this fact? I hate to break. Are you like 6'5"? How tall are you, Mr. Simpson? Or is it just that I am very small? Watch The Hunt. It's amazing. Good lord. Good effing lord? What? Aw, jeez, is that Rick and Morty's teleporter? Aw, jeez, man. You better go through it if you want to find your cheese. Aw, jeez. Okay. Gigi! 激しくですよね。Nothing but the quality stuff on Newgrounds. I mean dreams. Look, we've got crabs. You can't say that crabs are not quality. Crabs are filled with quality. And these... Oh, crumbs. I can't remember the quote. Oh, throw pillows? Or bean sprouts? It's been a long time since I watched MST3K's Giant Spider Invasion. Also, that is a big recommendation. And I think that you should all watch Giant Spider Invasion, but only the MST3K version. It is very Wisconsin. And I have to give my Wisconsin pride. Even though I was a transplant to Milwaukee, I still have pride for the big W. It's very Wisconsin. I am the sponge god, and I demand that you climb up this rock and do some parkour. Look, okay, this level is automatically a red triangle because you can't write parkour unless it's all caps and exclamation point. At least one, preferably two. Parkour! Right? I mean, just parkour. Like it's a regular word. Like it's just a word people say, like, I went to the park and I did some parkour. You couldn't say that. I went to the park and some parkour. That's how you're supposed to say it. We're deep in the copyright infringement zone. Oh, we are so deep. So deep, so deep, it put the FCC to sleep. If you don't get your cheese. Look, I'm gonna get my cheese parkour. The French. This is all the French's fault. I don't know how, and I don't know why, but somehow, some way, keep coming up with funky old rhymes every single day, and basically it's just about the French. My rhymes are completely about the French. Also, not safe for work, so I won't repeat them here. But trust me, have I got rhymes? I have no rhymes. I should point that out. What's your gig? Mate, are you... What? What are you doing? Are you a Lego? Is that... Are you Lego man? I did parkour, and I did it in France, too. How bad should I feel now? You should feel perfect, actually. Because that is the way to do parkour. I mean, you can't just be doing parkour in Baltimore. You got to be doing parkour in Lees. Please tell me that's actually a place in France, and just not my brain saying that it's a place in France? That was a nice transition. I've got to give it that. That was actually kind of a well done transition. We are very fast. What? Wait. My name is Bob Belcher. Welcome to the world of Africa. What's that you say? You're looking for cheese? Well, so am I. Listen, you need to defeat the 5 evils of the world in order to gain holy powers. Then you can bless the cheese down in Africa. Simple enough, right? Okay, hold on a second here. 5 evils. Okay. Capitalism, patriarchy, incels, parkour but only spelled in lowercase, And every Hellraiser after Hellraiser 2. Those are the 5 evils, right? We can handle these 5 evils. What the? I don't know what that was, and I don't care to find out. You want to pass? Then pull all 3 levers. Meow. Okay. Sure. Alright, there's no lever pulling mechanic or animation. You just like, I guess we pull the lever with our brain. But we do get to listen to Toto. And I mean, that's a thing. That's a thing that normal people do. Yanen? Mechakucha hayanen? Like 50% sure this is gonna get racist before the end, but let's hope for the best. Serious question here, Lido. Because I don't know the memes. Although, anything, I guess, happening in Africa that's not actually done by people of African descent is probably pretty big a question. But do you think that this is gonna get racist? Because if it is, I'll just bounce out early. Because my stream's not about that. Did we pull the lever? Anything meme-filled is bound to get racist. It's super memey, which means there are no boundaries. That was about as close as a deep sigh that I can get. Like, my lungs don't really pull in enough air to do a deep sigh, but it doesn't get racist. Alright, Jammy, I'm gonna take your word for it, and I appreciate it. Because that's definitely not where we're at for the stream. What are you, okay. Okay, somebody get this, this child, I don't know, like some milk? What calms somebody down from a sugar high? I'm just gonna flip these switches and hopefully... What are you even? This is gonna have to be the screen cap because I can't see what the heck this thing is. Go back to the skeleton level. I'm kind of feeling that way. Stop! Alright. There's like one more switch you gotta pull. There we are. No, get back here. I've looked for hardcore dreams. I found a sexy dance girl. Looks like the frost guy from SMT in a wheelchair. Well, we did find a skeleton, Des. So that's the thing. Actually, not a terribly done house. Hey guys, I'm Eric, carton of milk. As you can see, we're in the kitchen, meaning the next boss must be big and fat, unlike me. Just walk through the door to fight him. I mean, sure, I guess. Do that thing. Where's the cheese and grommet? There's no grommet. Grommet doesn't exist in this world, apparently. Just pain. Get to the end of the... Excuse me. Try standing on higher... look, Bear, I'm trying to read the frickin' instructions here. I'm on an acid trip. We've... Tripping. Rewind the level. Gotcha. Ara! Homanine! To escape the Chungus. Also you're infinitely something. Oh, if the Chungus touches us, we're infinitely stuck. That's certainly one way to do your logic. So that's cool. Stay with me, Chungus. I don't know why you are a Chungus, but I'm not gonna judge. Look, some people have a lot of trouble working off weight. Jeez, they are everywhere. There's multiple Chungai. What is exactly the plural form of Chungus? It's Chungai, right? Like, we're gonna go with that? I think we're gonna go with that. Please, please stop. No! They come out of nowhere, they're like ninja. How do you sneak up on me like that? And this is what we're gonna end the stream on, is killing me. We had Funky Bones 4. Amazing. But no. We're gonna rock the Chungai. Chungans! I can go with Chungans, yeah. Dakara, I know ya na. Well, I guess at least there was some cheese in the level. This is a whole thing. I don't know how I feel about it. It's epic. I mean, epic is a word that we could use for this. Play chess, Quest for Cheese 2. Well, we've only got 8 minutes left in the stream, so probably we're gonna maybe save part 2 for the next time that we do a dream stream. Oh, Wallace, you're here. Great. In order to transport to the third evil of the third evil? How many effing evils do I have to kill? You must morph into a 16-bit being. Go jump across those platforms and enter the transporter. Then you can get to the 16-bit galaxy. You must have a very high IQ to understand how this works. I don't know you, Rick, and or Morty, whichever one that you are. You got popular, like, way after I came to Japan, so... sorry. All I know is that Pickle Rick is a woke bae, and that Simon needs to be reminded of that every single possible chance that we get. I don't know which one is Rick or Morty. Me neither. Hey, Mario. Okay, that's painful. Let's run away from that as fast as possible. I might actually clip that bit because I need Simon to understand that he has brought that meme into the world. Rick is the old dude. Fair enough. Not a Chungus, though. That's completely different, right? It is so weird, like, having lived so long in Japan at this point, that I just have no idea what is going on outside. You can differentiate which one is Rick by the pickle. That's actually a good point. Right, because it's Pickle Rick, so if you know which one is the pickle, then you've basically got it. Nice hoodie, mate, by the way. It's not your turn to attack me. Listen, I will attack you anytime I want to. Are you insinuating that Japan is a virtual world? I'm not, but I am insinuating that I'm a virtual girl. So, I mean, kind of something like that. Koa? I like the music, though. Why do I suck? Level design! I mean, it's a thing. Is this the third evil? You need to hurry up if you want to get your cheese. This is important. Stop acting like this is a joke. Listen, I lived in Wisconsin for 8 years. I know that cheese is not a joke. We value our cheese, unlike some other places, like America. I mean, look at America. They're all like, American cheese. And that's garbage. American cheese is trash. And Velveeta? What is Velveeta? It says right on the package, cheese food. What is cheese food? It's food you feed to cheese so it gets stronger. You don't eat dog food. You eat dog. Wait, no. Did you think that one of the evils was parkour? You were right. I did, actually. Parkour, but only in the lowercase. They do have checkpointing. I give them that. I give them that. There's no way we're gonna beat this by the 2-hour point. Oh my god. Parkour! 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 Chotto. いやいやいや、犬を食べるね。でも、まあ食べないんだけど。冗談のためにそういうだけ。Oh, come on! You can still do it quick! Let us do it quick! Oh, you... Word that I'm not gonna say. I like the music, but the music just died on me. Please, Wallace. Please, Wallace. Why? Why? You can do it, Wallace. Cheesemonger. Is that like a fishmonger? I'm just wondering, for a friend. Speedrun time! Help me! What are we even doing? This is a whole thing? Oh, they're chilled? Well done on defeating a Sans character. Better get compared for the next fight. It's not a grief. The skeleton is Sans? Wow! The fourth evil of this world is just up ahead. All you have to do is walk through this bunker. It's long and annoying. That, I'm like... What is this? What, okay, this is like... low-key amazing? Oof, I've been crucified. I find when things are so heavily meme-reliant without doing anything interesting, the memes becomes obnoxious. Oh yeah, I mean, yes. But I do have to say, like, the 12,000 Bob's Burger guys was kind of cool. And we are going to get hit with so many copyright claims on this video. Please, please stop. Mr. Crab, please. Jesus. Oh, is this JoJo? Cool. This is like the closest that I've come to actually watching JoJo ever. I hate this. I hate this so much. I mean, that makes sense. So Sans represents parkour. The crab represents patriarchy. Obviously, Rick represents incels. I'm trying to remember who else we said was on the list. Oh, you bastard. I swear to God. I will find you and I will kill you. But I will kill you with love. Why must you do this to me? Just give me my bloody cheese. I will literally eat bloody cheese at this point. Parkour! It's about C3A. Kronos. Thank you so much, Kronos, for being Kronos. Is Mr. Crabbington gonna, like, just fark off? Because I really need him to fark off. Because he's really screwing me. Parkour! Oh, bastard. What is the spacing here? Yes, you can. Thank you. This is the whole thing. Jammy, I appreciate it because I was not expecting this. Hey, it's me, Jesus. I would bless you with holy powers, but I'm sort of stuck. Oof. I'm not holy enough to defeat the final evil of the world, Wallace. I believe that you can defeat him to bring back your cheese. Thank God. That implies that it's the end. The final evil is, a relaxation device. It's a massager, is what it is. Perfectly normal. A perfectly just regular thing that adults may or may not buy. Touch the beam and become supreme. So wait, do we want to touch or do we not? Like what is going on here? Oh, bastard. That is true. How does one use resurrection magic when you can't wave your hands to cast magic? Well, see, the first thing that you have to do is you've got to make a deal with the plushy devil, and you get a wish, and the payment for the wish is that you become a zombie. And once you're a zombie, you can't technically die until your angst level crests your angst limit, at which point you die and you gain superpowers. You may or may not be in control of those superpowers, but it's a whole thing. I don't want to touch this bean. Is it a bean? Oh, you... What is with the slippery platforming? Also, we're getting, like, past 2 hours? That's a problem. On account of the whole wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning thing to go to work. Alright, I'm gonna go over here. Hopefully the bean will... It's not a bean. It's not a bean! Oh, you bastard. It's another thing. Oh, it's just, Kitty Pummy Pamu. Who I've heard kind of creepy things about, but I do have a lot of her music stuck in my head. Now, I don't want to touch the bean. Sake 飲んだ? ちょっとウイスキーを飲んじゃった。ちょっとだけ。ああ、もう、豆さん。こっち来い。こっち来い、こんクソ野郎。ほんまにぶっ殺す。はい。ああ、もう。Congrats, you are... hold on a second. You are now the most holy being in the world. You did it, nya. Yee. Oh my god, it's the block dude from the game with the friendship. It's a ship of friends. It's a friendship. What? I, 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 what? What? Jammy! What are we even doing here? Hey, he's got a snake in his pants! It's very wonderful to meet you, Captain America with snake in your pants. I got nothing. I got nothing at all. Yes, please, let me complete this adventure. I need to go home. It's a thing. It's a whole thing. It was not what I was expecting. Patrick! Oh my god, Patrick, it is so good to see you. You dropped in right at the end, but we might like postpone Quest for Cheese 2 for some time if it's anything like Quest for Cheese 1, because yeah. Wow, that level. But it has gotten to the 2-hour point, so we're gonna have to wrap things up. Now, we finished up Indivisible in a sense on yesterday. So for the next 2 weeks, our Thursday our Wednesday and Thursday streams are going to be random one-shot games. We'll be doing like Isaac and Enter the Gungeon and Risk of Rain 2, maybe Risk of Rain 1. The Sunday streams will be alternating, as always, between LBP3 and Dreams. So next week will be LBP3, and we will be doing a special guest stream with Aiko Hitomi. Hopefully, if our ISPs don't like completely, you know, defecate in the place of sleeping. But I've got my fingers crossed that that's going to work out. So that's going to be pretty cool. I had a great night tonight. This was just like a lot of fun. We had a couple of new folks come on. Jamie, it was a pleasure to see you. Sven as well. I'm so glad, Sven, by the way, that you pointed out Funky Bones 4, because as I said, when we played it, I would probably pass it up. Also, I think I screwed that name up, but I can't scroll through chat right now. I had some issues with your level, but again, I'm glad that you brought it to my attention. I always like to see new creators' levels, and everybody here who's dropped in, all of the regulars. This does a lot for me. I don't want to put pressure on people that you've got to come back or anything like that. If you've got your lives and things to do, by all means, you don't have to come into the stream. But when you do come into the stream, like, it means a lot, and I appreciate it so much. But I really gotta go. So from me, Isco, here in Osaka, to all of you out there, wherever you may happen to be, that's a giant freaking crow. But also, thank you. Arigato, sayonara, see you, and ciao.